rustic garden is a celebration of nature's unrefined beauty, where every element feels organic, timeless, and welcoming. When paired with fragrant flowers, it becomes a sensory retreat that soothes the mind and uplifts the spirit. The combination of colorful blooms, gentle aromas, and natural materials creates a space that feels alive and deeply personal, making it a perfect addition to any home. The foundation of a rustic garden begins with its layout. Unlike formal gardens with symmetrical patterns, a rustic design embraces asymmetry and natural flow. Meandering pathways, defined by gravel or stepping stones, guide visitors through pockets of blooms, creating a sense of discovery. These paths can be lined with low-growing herbs like creeping thyme or chamomile, releasing subtle scents with every step. At the heart of a rustic garden is its integration with the surrounding landscape. Raised beds made of weathered wood, repurposed stone, or reclaimed bricks give the garden a handmade, organic feel. These materials not only blend seamlessly with the environment, but also create a sense of permanence and history. Fragrant flowers are the soul of a rustic garden, transforming it into a sensory wonderland. Roses are a quintessential choice, their timeless beauty and intoxicating scent making them a staple in any garden. Climbing varieties like New Dawn or Eden add vertical interest, draping over trellises or arbors in soft cascades of blooms. Shrub roses like Gertrude Jekyll or Munstead would offer lush clusters of flowers that fill the air with their perfume. Lavender is another classic choice, its silvery foliage and purple spikes bringing a Mediterranean charm to the garden. Planted along borders or pathways, it creates a visual and aromatic feast. Sweet peas, with their delicate petals and candy-like fragrance, thrive in rustic gardens, climbing wooden supports or spilling over fences in vibrant colors. For a touch of nostalgia, consider old-fashioned flowers like honeysuckle, lilacs, or sweet alyssum. These blooms not only add to the fragrance but also evoke memories of simpler times, enhancing the garden's rustic appeal. Mixing these flowers with hardy perennials like daisies, black-eyed Susans, or echinacea ensures a continuous display of color and texture. Seating areas within the garden invite moments of quiet reflection or social connection. A weathered wooden bench beneath a flowering arbor provides the perfect spot to pause and take in the surrounding beauty. For a more intimate setting, a small bistro table and chairs nestled among fragrant blooms offer a charming space for morning coffee or evening tea. Natural materials are key in creating a cohesive rustic aesthetic. Wrought iron furniture, stone sculptures, or clay pots add character and authenticity. To soften these hard elements, drape cushions or throws in earthy tones, ensuring comfort without detracting from the garden's organic feel. A fire pit, surrounded by log stools or Adirondack chairs, becomes a focal point for gatherings. Encircled by flower beds filled with aromatic plants like rosemary, sage, or marigolds, it creates a cozy atmosphere that extends the garden's usability into cooler evenings. water features amplify the serenity of a rustic garden. A simple stone bird bath, placed at the center of a flower bed, attracts feathered visitors and introduces a touch of movement. For a more dynamic element, a small fountain made from repurposed materials like an old watering can or a stacked stone basin adds the soothing sound of trickling water. Lighting plays a transformative role in the garden, especially during twilight hours. String lights draped across trees or trellises cast a warm, inviting glow, while lanterns or solar-powered path lights guide visitors safely through the space. Uplighting large plants or trees highlights their structure and creates dramatic shadows, adding depth and dimension to the garden at night. Rustic gardens are deeply personal, and customization allows each space to tell its own story. Incorporating heirloom plants, passed down through generations, connects the garden to family traditions. Using handmade elements like painted signs, hand-carved trellises, or mosaics crafted from broken tiles adds unique character. Wildlife-friendly features enhance the garden's vibrancy. Nectar-rich flowers like foxgloves, bee balm, or salvia attract pollinators, while berry-producing shrubs provide food for birds. A small log pile or rock crevice tucked into a corner creates a habitat for beneficial insects, enriching the garden's ecosystem. Seasonal adaptability ensures the garden remains captivating year-round. In spring, bulbs like tulips or daffodils burst forth with color, heralding the start of the growing season. Summer brings the garden into full bloom, with fragrant flowers and lush greenery taking center stage. Autumn introduces warm tones and ornamental grasses, while winter highlights the garden's structural elements, like trellises, arbors, and evergreen plants. Sustainability is a core principle of rustic gardening, aligning beauty with environmental responsibility. Compost bins, disguised with wooden enclosures, recycle garden waste into nutrient-rich soil. Rain barrels, placed near downspouts, collect water for irrigation, reducing the garden's reliance on municipal supplies. Raised beds filled with a mix of flowers and edibles merge practicality with aesthetics. Herbs like thyme, basil, or dill thrive alongside colorful blooms, providing fresh ingredients for the kitchen while enhancing the garden's sensory appeal. Recycled materials find new life in the rustic garden. Old ladders become vertical planters, wooden crates serve as flower boxes, and vintage teapots or tins transform into whimsical containers. These repurposed items add charm and reduce waste, reinforcing the garden's sustainable ethos. Expanding the sensory experience, a rustic garden is a feast for the senses, and further enhancing its sensory appeal takes it to new heights. Beyond the visual beauty of flowers and the fragrance of blooms, tactile and auditory elements create a more immersive experience. To engage touch, consider plants with unique textures. Lamb's ear, with its velvety leaves, invites gentle contact, while ornamental grasses like miscanthus add feathery softness. Incorporating textured hardscaping, such as rough-hewn wooden benches or natural stone paths, complements the tactile variety of the plants. Sound enhances the garden's atmosphere and deepens the sense of calm. Wind chimes, crafted from driftwood, metal, or ceramic, produce soft melodies as the breeze moves through the space. The gentle hum of bees and the chirping of birds, drawn by nectar-rich flowers and feeders, add a natural soundtrack. For a more dynamic auditory feature, a trickling stream or cascading fountain introduces the soothing sound of water, balancing the vibrant hum of life with tranquility. Thematic garden sections, dividing the garden into themed sections allows for a more intricate and varied design, each area offering a unique experience while contributing to the overall cohesion of the space. cottage-inspired corner evokes the charm of English gardens with overflowing flower beds, winding pathways, and rustic wooden fences. Foxgloves, hollyhocks, and delphiniums stand tall, while lower-growing daisies, lavender, and sweet peas spill over the edges of stone borders. A small thatched roof birdhouse or a vintage wheelbarrow repurposed as a planter completes the look. A wildflower meadow zone brings a naturalistic vibe, celebrating untamed beauty. Native flowers such as black-eyed Susans, asters, and coneflowers mingle with grasses, creating a habitat for pollinators. A stone path winding through this area encourages exploration, while a rustic arbor marks the entrance and serves as a transition point to other sections of the garden. Elevating garden functionality. Rustic gardens are not just spaces to admire, they can also be functional, offering opportunities for cultivation and creativity. Raised beds or small container gardens filled with herbs, vegetables, or edible flowers add practicality while blending seamlessly with the overall aesthetic. Nasturtiums, marigolds, and calendula not only brighten the garden but are also edible, making them a delightful addition to salads or garnishes. An outdoor kitchen area, featuring a stone countertop and a wood-fired oven, extends the garden's usability. Surrounded by potted herbs like basil, mint, and chives, this space invites cooking and dining in the open air, creating a seamless connection between the garden and culinary pursuits. Adding a workshop corner allows gardeners to engage with their craft. A potting bench, made from reclaimed wood, becomes both a workspace and a design element. Surrounding it with tools, baskets, and neatly stacked terracotta pots ensures the area remains practical and visually appealing. Seasonal displays and year-round interest. Designing the garden for seasonal changes ensures it remains captivating throughout the year. In spring, the garden bursts into life with flowering bulbs like tulips, daffodils, and hyacinths, interspersed with budding roses and blossoming lilacs. Summer is the peak of vibrancy, with roses, daisies, and lavender in full bloom. The addition of climbing vines, such as clematis or wisteria, draped over arbors and fences, creates lush, colorful displays. baskets filled with trailing petunias or lobelia add vertical interest, while window boxes overflowing with geraniums enhance the rustic charm. Autumn introduces a warm palette, with chrysanthemums, ornamental grasses, and late-blooming sunflowers taking center stage. Trees like maples or dogwoods provide fiery foliage, contrasting beautifully with the muted tones of dried hydrangea blooms and seed heads. Winter focuses on structure, showcasing the garden's hardscaping and evergreen plants. Holly bushes adorned with bright red berries, snow-dusted topiaries, and frosted branches create an understated elegance. Adding twinkling fairy lights or lanterns along pathways ensures the garden retains its magic, even during the colder months. Personal touches and decorative features. A rustic garden becomes a reflection of its creator through the addition of personal touches and unique decorative features. Handcrafted elements, like mosaic stepping stones, painted signs with favorite quotes, or a custom-made wooden swing, Infuse the space with personality. Lighting the garden after dark. Lighting elevates the garden's ambience, making it as inviting at night as it is during the day. Soft, warm lighting enhances the rustic aesthetic, highlighting key features while maintaining a cozy atmosphere. The beauty of a rustic garden lies not only in its appearance but also in the stories it tells. Every plant, pathway, and feature becomes part of a larger narrative, reflecting the gardener's journey, creativity, and connection to the land. Thank you for joining Concept with Justin on this extended exploration of rustic garden design. Like, share, and comment to let us know how you envision bringing rustic charm to your outdoor space. Until next time.